In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to set a square or golden ratio grid in Adobe XD. Let's start by making sure you're working on the correct artboard. Click once on the artboard you want to format. This is important because Adobe XD shows grid controls that apply to the currently selected artboard. If nothing is selected, the right-hand panel won't display the options you need. With the artboard selected, look to the Property Inspector on the right side of your screen. Scroll down until you find the Grid section. This is where you control how the grid looks and whether it's visible. From the Grid drop-down, choose Square. Depending on your version of XD, you might see a checkbox labeled Square or Grid. Turn that on to make the grid visible on your artboard. If you don't see a change, double-check that your artboard is still selected. The grid is applied per artboard, not globally. Next, set the square size. This value determines the distance between each grid line in XD's design pixels. Think of it as your base unit for spacing and alignment. Many designers pick a number like 8, 10, or 12 to keep spacing consistent across components and layouts. Smaller values give you a tighter mesh for detailed interface work. Larger values are helpful for broader layout decisions. There's no single right answer here. Choose a size that matches your project's scale and the level of precision you need. You can also adjust the grid's color and opacity in the same panel. If the grid feels too bold and distracting, lower the opacity so it fades behind your design. If your canvas background is light or your artwork is busy, pick a grid color with stronger contrast so the lines remain visible when you need them. Now, about the golden ratio. Adobe XD doesn't include a dedicated golden ratio grid preset, but the square grid still helps. Use your square size as a consistent unit, and plan elements in proportions that follow roughly 1 to 1.618. For example, if your base unit is 8, you might size related elements at about 8 and 13, or 13 and 21, to echo that relationship. The square grid acts as a visual scaffold, helping you keep those proportions aligned and repeatable across your design. That's it. Select your artboard, enable the square grid in the Property Inspector, set an appropriate square size, and fine-tune the grid's appearance so it supports your work without getting in the way. Happy designing!